You got to be careful in how you progress someone into these types of activities. So it's progressing them with so many contacts in a session. I set up to 6 minutes. You don't start with 6 minutes of bouncing. You start with a minute of bouncing. Hi, my name's Bill Parisi. I'm the founder of the Parisi Speed School. We started back in 1992. We've been in business. I've been a coach for now 30 plus years. We've trained over 1 million athletes. We put hundreds of guys in the NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA, all different types of pro athletes, but our focus has been the youth and high school athlete. So talking about free energy and the fascia system, the connective tissue system, a lot of times I like to talk about different athletes, right? So basketball players, they're all, NBA players, Division I athletes, a lot of high school basketball players, they're fascia driven. They're all fascia driven. Why? They're lean. Not too many athletes are really big and bulky or great basketball players, right? I mean, someone like LeBron James has more muscle than Kevin Durant, right? They're both fascia driven, but Kevin Durant is more connective tissue driven or fascia driven, right? So LeBron James has a little more muscular driven. You can just look at him and see it. When you look at football athletes, fullbacks, linebackers, they're a combo, right? Linemen, they're more muscular driven. Wide receivers, defensive backs, they're more connective tissue driven. So first, what's your drivers, right? So those guys get more free energy from their connective tissue system. And how you train them, how you go about them, because you can really slow a fast guy down if you lift them too much. If you take a wide receiver or a DB and you train him the same way you train a lineman, you can be limiting his connective tissue system and his free energy, right? We talked about kangaroos getting free energy. When they jump, what's free energy? Well, I have this simple 3-pound weight, right? I can lift this up and down for a while, and after a while, after maybe 20 minutes or so, I'm going to get tired. This 3-pound weight's going to get heavy. But then I have this elastic cord, and all I do is something really simple. I wrap the cord around the weight, right? Now I have this cord, and I'm just holding it in place. That's a lot easier, and that's a lot of free energy that's coming from the elastic cord. So this energy, this rubber is exactly, in terms of the types of recoil we get, we want to develop in our body. So that's what we're doing when we do dynamic training, and we do quote unquote fascia related training. We bounce, we do different things. So having an element of these things in a way where you're not going to mechanically overload the system. You got to be careful, because you can mechanically overload, meaning the bones, the connective tissue. You got to be careful in how you progress someone into these types of activities. So it's progressing them with so many contacts in a session. I set up to 6 minutes. You don't start with 6 minutes of bouncing. You start with a minute of bouncing, and then you add different bouncing activities. So that's important element of connective tissue training, fascia training, recoil training, if you will.
We really hope you enjoyed that video. If you'd like to see some more from VertiMax, subscribe to this YouTube channel, as we're constantly adding new videos. Here are a couple that you might like. Don't forget to download the VertiMax app on your phone or your desktop. There you can find some complete training programs and additional training videos. Good luck with your training.